See, news are done, and now we get a bit of a bonus. A bit of a bonus. There we go. I guess Ellie is still like in Stockholm and stuff. Not up today. Not live today. Live later. So I guess we can hang out for a little bit more. For a little bit more. Instead of going on my alt YouTube stream. I might as well have some grind here. A little bit of grind. Nuclear keycard. It's insane, eh? Insane. Okay, 1 sec. I need to close. 2 YouTube streams, yeah? My secondary channel, basically, on YouTube. And not on my main time. Past my main prime time. I'm doing some there. Pretty much every evening. Well, for now at least. I'm gonna probably lower a little bit. I need to have some time, you know, to do some other things once in a while. But yeah, still quite often. Still quite often. Alright, close all this shit. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yeah, they both work. Oh, they both really work. Oh, let's do a little bit of grinding before I am out. Let's see. So I wanted to do some expedition, and I guess I dropped some nukes also. I get some of that mole action there going. No nukes dropped. Gonna see the region. Alright. Let's see. There's something to turn in here. Do I? Okay, another bot chest. I get like a new one and replace it. Not much, alright. Oh, 600 script actually. Nice. Gotta farm some then. This. Nice to have that one. Need to get some rods too. Ooh, right. Then let's get some bullion. The golden bullion. A little bit. And the Fallout 1 also gonna finish. Gonna finish that one. It still might take some time there to finish that one. So that will be already through the week probably. Wednesday most likely, because yeah, tomorrow I'll be off, and I think Tuesday I'll be off too. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday, which actually, let me see. Were there any updates by any chance? No, it doesn't look like it. 6th day off? No, 6th is not day off. 7th is day off. 2nd is the day off, and 3rd is day off. For now at least. But 6th probably not gonna be. So 6th is another day off. Alright. Yeah, no updates, so I'm not sure. Technically, it should be tomorrow and Tuesday. Day after tomorrow, we'll see.
Water is not also ice. Do not ask for.
What the heck is a John?
It depends on my dad there. How's gonna be the plan? The plan's to go like tomorrow with friends, then Tuesday with my dad and his side of family, and then on Saturday with mom's side of family. The no ice water, indeed.
Civilization is being rebuilt right here.
This how it's gonna be, and then we'll see. There might be even more, but I kind of doubt it though. Like my friend wanted also to go to his countryside house and stuff, but yeah, not sure about that one. That'll be a lot of day offs, and most importantly, is gonna be a lot of fiesta going on. Okay, flanker is already starting. It's easy to say the flanker is in because encrypted is started. Encrypted is on. That means flanker is on. Like people, I don't know what people even do nowadays. Most of the time in 76, it feels like a lot of things are not even being done whatsoever. It's like people just do like events, I guess, that game is throwing at them. Like no one's running nukes. Encrypted, you barely ever see.
Listen up, agents. If you're hearing this, that means I left unfinished business for you. That don't sit well with me.
Like what you even do?
You've just initiated the recall process for a rogue assaultron. A tough one. This thing's got a shield so strong, hardly anything will dent it. But I have just the solution for that.
Oh, it's already going even. There's sun.
There are 3 pylons set up around the area. Starting one of these up makes you a conduit. Long story short, that means you're full of juice. Juice that pumps from you right into that robot shield. You'll need all 3 active to down it. Good luck. Hope you fare better than I did.
You wanna go solo, dude? Now? I don't see flanker, so it wasn't flanker maybe starting this one. Spawned into nuke after 3 months of not playing, I see. And where is even the... Oh, there you are. As soon as it notices the dude, it's over. Yeah, flanker joining somewhere. Like joining some group probably. Let's try. Just to get the bonuses from the group. Oh, flanker started one. Alright, fine. It's nice to have like the full group for the bonuses of damage reduction. Especially on the boss. Yeah, this guy is just gonna get destroyed there. Alright. Let's fall asleep there real quick. Yeah, joining in Fiesta because you need to activate all these. And for that you need to be a bit more powerful. Rather, you need to have full HP and power armor preferably. Rip that guy. So I'm just kind of waiting for the mass of critical mass of players to arrive. And then I'll join. Okay, he's charging his laser. This guy is gone. Oh, it already was gone, alright. Even do the downfall still staying hidden. And they're dropping disrespects there. Just need someone to start activating them. preferably in the full power armor set. This guy is just farming the robots, he doesn't care. Maybe he did it on purpose even. Just starting the event and then you just farm. You farm what? Fusion cells? Steel? I'm not sure what else really. Right, this guy is actually farming the conduits, that's good, that's good. Yeah, can't really do it. You need like to be pretty tanky, and a lot of people, so they instantly burn the guy. Yeah. Suffering, man. I could take one, I guess. That's looking low, though. Yeah, 5 minutes. At some point, I probably will need get rid of ways, remove radiation, and go with full HP. Collecting conduits. Anyway, someone started conduits. There we go. Right here. Alright, someone else activated. Okay, all three. Now we're bumping. Come on. Get the right one. There you go. So this is 12 key players on Steam alone, yeah. There's even more on Xbox because Game Pass and everything. Of course, actually even more damage, what? Even more on Game Pass, probably. And it's now on PlayStation Plus also, so... should be indeed quite a lot. On Game Pass it was like one of the most successful ones. When it was just started there. People memeing on it as a data game. Well, I mean, people were memeing because the game was kinda not very good on release. And I mean, it still has a lot of issues. That, like, not because there is no players, but because it was not very high quality. Amount of players was always quite big. Only got bigger in time, really. No mastication, by the way. Still a feast, and we're probably gonna see a few maybe today. There's almost always at least something. At least something happening. And the bow. It's hard to have a day when there is no bugs. No bugs at all. Compound bows. Spin the wheel. Go. Time to spin that wheel. Them features. Them features. The thing is, like, this one is kind of like, I would say, mild live services, and it's like not super pushy on you with going crazy farming. Now, the only thing I kind of like, and a lot of content too, but yeah, the only thing I really dislike is the the carry weight issues, and them being and solutions for those issues being locked behind the paywall. That I really don't like. That I really don't like. And the carry weight like legit ruins so much fun. And subscription is quite chunky in price, basically, for what it is. Considering you also need just the carry weight stuff from that subscription, you know. Like, I don't care for anything else really very much. Like private worlds, all that stuff, like, bruh, I just need the carry weight solution. It's not even the full carry weight solution.
It's that time again, folks. Step up and spin the wheel.
Bluetooth game build rounded up. Well, I mean, it's Bethesda game. They never get rounded up, ever. But they get still somewhat decent.
Ugh, a Vim machine. That doesn't belong here. Quick, destroy that one.
Considering getting it to complete the Fallout collection, I mean, it's good stuff to play if you don't mind the live service games. I can even go for the playthrough, I guess I could say. That is the story content and everything too. Waves, huh? Yes, yeah, right. No, it's pretty solid then. It's pretty solid. Like, I would say for someone new joining, this is even like good. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit to do and to play. After some point, when you're done with everything, it's already becoming kinda like more of just min-maxing and just kind of farming some like battle passes and stuff, I guess. Hey, Ultan, hello. Doing good, man. Doing good. How are you, sir?
Golly, that was exciting.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty nice, but yeah, gotta be careful to not get too into it. Oh, you can actually spin on the wheel too. Ah, nice. Poster. Monka is. Time for a Mogus. And then you just destroy them. Just need the explosive probably.
It's that time again, folks. Step up and spin the wheel.
150 hours of solid content, yeah. That song just got like what, 200 something hours in over the course of a couple of months. It wasn't even one, or was it? It is,
What a Nuka-tastic display of skill!
That was a long one. And what do we get in? Thurkus Cube. Yeah, Waka Smaka. Doesn't sound like that good in terms of abilities, huh? It's gonna be like crowded for a while around here.
Food stall visit. We've got all sorts of fine treats around there.
50 solid amount. Well, that's kind of like program minimum, really. You can get way more. You can get way more. It depends, of course. Like I already have like a bit too much, I would say. This is okay, see. Yeah, that's like the typical live service MMO grind, obviously. The reputation farm and everything. Some extra activities to farm, like the currencies to unlock some more stuff, basically. Like all the plans. Plans, outfits and stuff like this. It also gives you the unfathomable amounts of content. Yeah, true. I really not a huge fan. I mean, it's kind of good, of course, but it also just sometimes just too much of a commitment, you know. No, I would say it's still from the single player game, especially. I think it's still like very solid and everything. Like with single player games, at least people kind of like, well, I guess people do complain now when it's like on like only 8 hours or something. People do complain. That is true. 50 hours, I think it's still, it wouldn't really cause a lot of complaints. Like it's more about people complaining when it's too much, really. Like I don't think actually like a lot of people like really super enjoy the bloated games. Like Assassin's Creed and stuff like this. There are some people probably who do enjoy a little bit of that bloat. But I think mostly people are not super happy. Like even people who got the game for free or like very cheap whenever, right? Whenever they in chat mentioning it, it's always like, dude, like I can't finish it. I flushed it, or like I just rushed to the main story and that's it. Well, I mean, Witcher is an RPG, though. That's the thing. Like, in almost any RPG you pick, like, even with Fallout, like, well, Fallout 1 is an exception. That one is kind of, like, short-ish. Still depends on the build, depends what you're gonna do. But if you take, like, Fallout 2, New Vegas and stuff, like 80, 100 hours, that's gonna be easy. Well, in 2, maybe not 100, but in New Vegas, I'll say 100 doable. Like I played Pathfinder for like 150 hours. Like in RPGs, that's fine. It's just the amount of content that is kind of expected from RPG, I would say. This dude. Whatever, I have plenty of key cards. It's more about like, you know, when it's like some shooter or something generic that is being stretched into hundreds of hours. Are you down for some expeditions, Flanker? Yura? 150 without kingdom stuff, yeah. Like for RPGs, that's fine. When there's plenty of content, because, you know, usually it's achieved by a lot of reading, a lot of dialogue. Well, I mean, you can nuke if you started already, or we can just do expedition. I have one, or you can use yours, whatever you want. Yeah, we can do some. Like when it's RPG, it's usually like dialogue, writing, story, you know. That's what kind of stretch the process. Lost the vibe on Act 3 last time, I must say. It is quite, yeah, quite something. Like it's quite, like the beginning was quite dragging, I would say. Like later chapters, they kind of like pass already, like on the very okay pace, but beginning was like, ooh. Reloading because he got fucked also. Yeah, that stuff too. Like RPGs have a little... Oh, let's make the new team though, Flanker. If you're planning to start. So we get the more peeps in. Get the advertisement for the expedition. It's getting buffed as CSC. Oh, I should do that too, actually. Let me go get some buffs. No. Like on RPGs being huge, I usually don't mind because most of the time it's for a reason, and it still sometimes feels like a commitment. Like when that's why I haven't played like Witcher and stuff, for example, yet. Like I know they're great, I want to, but I also want to probably play all of them. Then and that's like 3 huge RPGs. It's like prepare, you know, like 400 hours or something probably, and that's a commitment. That's a commitment. You just kinda get a bit scared of such commitments sometimes. But yeah, I'm more kind of like concerned, I guess, about like stuff like Assassin's Creed and everything. When it's the game that doesn't really need that many hours. But it has it. And like, yeah, not sure. And live services also, they are nice, but when it's like too many of them, it just becomes already a bit too much. If you want to keep following all of them, but well, I mean, the answer is simple, just don't try to follow all of them. Never actually completed Assassin's Creed game. I did the second one and Brotherhood I played through. Those weren't like super bloated yet. I think the bloat started like in the past. Basically, I guess when they changed kind of like the concept, right? Like which one was that? The Egypt one, I think, right? I think that's when kind of the huge territory started, and then Odyssey was like insanely huge.
Gotta keep your eyes peeled in this weather.
I'm also getting buffs. Gonna join. And they're good games, but I don't know. Like I think there is a lot of unnecessary bloat nowadays in that. And then also this like approach of like, you know, I mean the post-release support is good, but I don't know. It just kind of sometimes becomes like way too much of a live service. Like with some games, you just kind of want to be like done, finished, forgotten, uninstalled. It was amazing, you know. I paid for it, I enjoyed it, and I forget about it until I will decide when to replay it. Like maybe one day I will feel like it. That I like. Like honest, short, not short even, right? Like reasonable length games. Let's see what go I see. It's gonna get extremely boring towards the end, I say. Yeah, that's the problem with like very, very bloated and stretched out games.
Glad to hear you're coming back. We could use your firepower again. Let's meet up when you land.
And this one basically just holds because of the loot system, to be honest. Like if it would be about the loot system, there would be no... not a lot of addictive qualities and replayability, I guess. And that's also not up to everyone's taste, so, you know.
Hey.
Some people like it, some people don't. I like it.
He could use an You're here to help.
And then again, like, nowadays I feel like already even like the loot becomes a bit less exciting just because it's already like a lot of it. You already been through so much. You already farmed so much shit. And you already have such an arsenal of things, and then, again, in my opinion, a lot of things get just cock-blocked by the fact that your carry capacity and your storage capacity is limited. Like, I already grinded this game like crazy for a while, right? And like, if there would be no carry capacity, dude, I would like double or triple probably that amount of grind. Like, I would be returning and playing this like way more often, like 100%. If they would allow you to properly like hoard the loot, farm the guns and everything, without like kind of limiting you, I would play way more. That is just like realizing you look in inventory, or like as usual, right? Like, all right, 430 out of 466, but as soon as the buff over, I'm gonna be over encumbered, and it's just like, dude, do I need all that? Not really, but you know, it's the loot you farmed. You kind of want to collect that loot. See what they say. See what I see. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I could. I don't know. I like MMOs, but yeah, that didn't really appeal to me so far that much. Like, if this for example wouldn't be Fallout, this would be like, I don't know, some like a random game basically. I wouldn't be playing this. Like, it's partial. Like, what got me into was Fallout. Like, I got into because of the Fallout, even though, you know, it has like very loose relationships with Fallout, I would say. But I still got in because of the Fallout, and then stood for the gameplay and everything. Bro. The fuck? Heal him up a bit. There we go. Those guys sometimes get blasted all of a sudden. Like, you don't kill these guys fast enough. Your escort target is gone. This guy doesn't know. And there's a lot of ingots already, actually. And there's more here. Damn, son. Farming all of them. Yeah, they kind of try to like keep the size down, I guess, that way. Yeah, deleting old content. The thing is, that's the problem with like a lot of MMOs. This game kind of has that issue too, in a way. Like, they don't delete old content, but old content kind of deletes itself from the meta. Because like, why would you need it when you have things that are lending you better rewards? More rewards, you know, like, why would you do old stuff? So kind of like deleting it, I mean, if it kind of saves, I don't know, like the client space and stuff like this, and no one is doing it, then I guess. But I think that's just kind of like lazy and not the best way to do it. Because I think you could just reuse the old content better, which this game should use, because there's a lot of content really in this game. The thing is, after like a lot of updates, a lot of older content is just like not needed, like pointless. Like, we do this thing right now, it takes like, if you have a group like kind of like pre-made, let's call it, like when I have like full group of my viewers, for example, maybe with like one random guy or some shit, we can do this like in like 10-15 minutes probably, if like the RNG of the missions and stuff is good, and you get 5 legendaries and like the stamp currency that goes to buy some more like plans and stuff, and you get ammo. You pretty much like earn ammo instead of wasting ammo here, if you know the gun and the build is not complete garbage. So it's like all around. Which way are you going, Flinger? I'm gonna go the opposite door to speed it up. All right. So it's just pretty much everything everything you get from this expedition, and for the amount of time and effort you put into it, it's just like, why would you do a lot of other things, for example? And like even like the new boss, you get like the one legendary as a reward, I guess, and one legendary as a drop from him.
My fighters are in there somewhere, probably.
And for that, you need to do the whole nuke sequence, which at least for people who know some glitches, which I didn't look into really myself. I'm doing it in an honest way, and that takes more time.
Hunt them down, take the key, and use
but you can glitch through the things. Do some speedrun skips.
So look around. Make sure you don't miss anyone.
And you can do those fast, but it's still going to be longer than doing this, for example. Waiting in Ark, yeah. Ark gets quite huge, that's true. That is true. Okay, I think we will need to save the... Yeah. I already have some prisoners here. So I'm gonna stay close to them, and we're gonna be fast here. I mean, it's not the best reasoning to cut the old content for sure. But the thing is, you just need to repurpose it. You just need to constantly adjust the rewards and everything. Because there's a lot of like old events and stuff that are kind of cool. But no one does them because like, what's the point? There is no reward that is good. Like they were being done, maybe. Not all of them even, back in the day. But then it already was so much different updates, so much different new content and different new events that no one does the old ones. Like, why?
I won't forget this.
Alright, I think we need to find supplies. That might be taking a while.
Lawbreaker is dealt with. Initiating search for hostile target.
Fanatics have been brewing up something nasty in the foundry. Our scouts say they've shipped in poisonous chems to use in their weapons. That poison has our names written all over it. I need you to blast it to smithereens.
Poison. These are the bots, yep. You can get into that one. You can freeze them in one of the quest options, sorta. Should make it into the FTV VOD or something, so you can dip into it and become a mutant. That'll be interesting. I'm trying to find and then you can just do the content for fun. True, yeah, that is true, you can. But a lot of those things, they are not that fun to do solo, or sometimes not even doable solo. And you know, that there comes the problem that you need to find people who will be interested in doing that. And it's not kind of like, you know, like raids and like MMO, and there's like, you know, enthusiasts who gather and do some like old raids just for entertainment. It's kind of different type of game. Yeah, some of that is just kind of like you drop the nuke, right, for example, and you can do one thing with the nuke, or you can do another thing with the nuke that is more optimal. That will be better rewards.
The foundry fanatics won't mess with us again.
Oh, the supplies also found. Nice.
You're a hero, pal. You brought us the time we need to regroup and live another
Good,
day. Head on back to the pen for a debrief, but don't let your guard down. Never let your guard down.
And there's quite a lot of things to do, right? So there's kind of this like competitiveness coming in.
Hey, come straight back. I've got a trog
So like you
spotted.
have only that much time, and there might be that much stuff happening at the same time. Yeah, and a lot of people also playing, you know, there's actually like a lot of people, I don't know, playing this one, like, I don't know, it kind of feels like it, to be honest. There's a lot of people who just kind of like, very casually after work, there's a lot of like, grown-up audience basically for this one. So, you know, when you have like a few hours per day, you're probably not gonna be like going for something suboptimal and wasting all those limited amount of hours you have. They made some mechanisms to reuse some of the old content though, like the treasure notes you get, for example, from events. And they added some of the old stuff into rotation, so you now kind of like can do it and get the reward from it. So they got that. And that works. That works. People actually started doing those. But it's still not all included and not all reused properly. Are you ready, Flanker? Did you get a PC upgrade or something, Flanker? You're loading so fast now.
We can't let him win. We have to fight back.
Compared to how it was before. And yeah, so they also like events and everything, they still like not raids. Like at MMOs, I'm doing some of the older stuff that is not relevant, might be fun because of mechanics and everything. Let's clean some dust, I see. Now here there's no mechanics or anything. So content is still not exactly the most challenging and stuff. So it's more like you don't really super want to do some of the olden things, but you wouldn't mind to have them as for diversity. So like instead of doing only new stuff, so once in a while you could do some of the old stuff, just to have more different things to do. Really, it's more of a this kind of thing. It goes like to a lot of MMOs, to be honest. Also, new content is out, and it just makes the older content obsolete. And even doing some of the old, well, that's not exactly a problem here because there's scaling here, so it doesn't really matter. Like if you're just joining the game, for example, now you can pretty much do the same content as everyone else because of the scaling system. Or like playing with the friends and everything of different levels, no problem. There's scaling for that too. So there is not a problem like this here, but in some games, for example, yeah, you could return and do some of the older stuff for fun. But you're also probably already like, you know, they added like plus 20 max levels, they added like plus already 5 different tiers of gear. And yeah, you just return to that old content and you just destroy it without, you know, feeling how it felt before, you know, without feeling the challenge and stuff. Yes, exactly, I think so too. That's the thing. That's the thing, it's pretty simple to fix. Make some, like, as I said, like when they added treasury notes to the exclamation mark events and added some of the, like the old kind of useless events that people weren't doing in that rotation, like people started doing them. So it does work. It does work. Alright, thank you, Flanker. Thank you, sir. Now I can do a bit of nukes. And that will be already nice for today, but for now some nukes. A bit of that. So you get like 5 legendaries from this and stuff. And that was like very slow and chill, and we got it in what, like 30 minutes probably, maybe even less. Yeah, I think less than 30 even. Well, yeah, I think it was like maybe 20 minutes. Looking at the timestamps in chat. So yeah, it was very fast and you get a whole bunch of stuff. So obviously that doesn't... Like the old stuff can't compete with that. Because you spend also like 10 minutes or something and you get like 1 legendary, for example. Kind of also nice with them adding like the specific, like the special rewards into some of the events. So it kind of motivates you to at least, you know, collect all the rewards like this for collection. But also, you know, again, collection, that means collecting. That means having that shit in your storage. That means having issues with storage capacity. I feel like that would like solve so many like issues if they would like literally just allow you to have like unlimited storage. Like, dude.
Girl's gonna have to make the first move, I reckon.
Even on subscription, like whatever, sure. Actually, kind of like I wouldn't be using it on subscription though that much, but whenever I want to like go in and binge, I wouldn't mind. Like, I bought subscription before. I don't really mind. The problem is you can't right now from here, for example, because the game page is not available. So you can play, but you can't give Todd any more money, really. Yeah, so yeah, it's like, as I said, it's like it's not worth really returning to. It would be kind of nice for diversity, right? It's like that you can do like a bunch of different events, but they're not really like super worth returning to. Like they don't have some crazy cool mechanics or something. Concept of some is kind of cool, but like since yeah, there is no like super raid mechanics, boss mechanics, and everything. It's just like, whatever. Alright, let's do some nuke. So you still kind of want to do it for the cookie, for the reward, then. Now, see, this is in a way like kind of like some ARPG, just in third-person format. Pretty much everything is motivated by the loot. Farming outfits, farming weapons with perfect stats and everything, armor with perfect stats, lands to upgrade those weapons and armor and stuff. That's pretty much the bread and butter here. Like, it's not exactly the gameplay, because gameplay is pretty like basic. Just some of your Fallout 4 gameplay. Even though like some builds and everything could be like can be kind of interesting and stuff, but I mean they still like missing a lot of opportunities, I feel, with builds.
Security system alpha. Stand by for security inspection.
I'm still kind of like on the heavy hopium that one day they maybe will get like some, or like, you know, build character archetypes and everything. So you would have, you know, like maybe the Trinity, like healer thing, DPS stuff. Some situations and environments when it's needed. Some sort of, you know, like boss fights where you need someone to actually tank, someone to actually heal, maybe. That would be cool.
Security incident in.
Because there is technically, you know, capabilities to do so. Like there are different perks for different situations. You can be sort of like support with a lot of charisma, which I kind of am usually, with like the suppressor perks and everything like this. But it's pointless. Like, what's the point in that one? And, you know, all the content is just being some work. Let's go in and just erase everything. You're not erasing everything, then add more people, and then erase everything.
Assembling reinforcements.
Like the Erlen mines was at least kind of like some attempt to make it somewhat kind of interesting, and I really like that one. That was nice. But now again, like pointless to do it, so no one goes there. Like if Nuke is being dropped, it was Scorchbee Queen recently again. Now it's the new boss too. And even then, I feel like people don't even bother with nukes anymore. Especially if they don't know how to speedrun it, right? Like I don't, for example. I know the concept, but I never really did. I should probably for education to show the Prime told content. How you can skip a whole bunch of shit.
And launch code to initiate the launch.
And I show you like the photo mode or like the power armor stuff. There's the multiple methods even. Okay, now food way up there and get this. Quite string. That's actually quite good, huh? 3 for now, I guess. Let's see. But I mean, maxing legendaries in terms of like doing the content. I mean, it's still kind of fun though. To get the perfect legendaries and stuff. I mean, you don't need to, but it feels good when you get the good rolls and stuff. It's kind of the same probably in many RPGs too. Like you don't maybe need a perfectly min-maxed build unless you go for something like very, very nuanced and gimmicky. But it's nice to get the best gear. It's all about the EP-ner, man. That's why I also kind of want to hope that they're gonna at some point solve the problem with legacy weapons, which I mean I have one myself too. Not the best one actually, but you know, it's still legacy, it's still powerful. But I have nothing against, you know, if they just nerf that shit. Like I would rather get another motivation and the push to farm some good shit. But knowing when everyone is pushing to farm new shit, for example, and not just like, you know, whipping out the legacy weapon and just destroying everything. Very fast, very simple. Alright, there we go.
Overriding security lockdown.
And I think that problem also is pretty simple to fix. The legacies and everything. And all you really need is to get the new tier weapons, the better weapons. So all the legacy, all the bug, and all the duped stuff, it just becomes, you know, not best in slot anymore. So people will need to farm for new stuff now instead of using that shit. And that would be a problem kind of solved, eh? That's even adding like higher level weapons. Instead of making like 50 marks, make it like 60. Well, that's kind of like scuffed version of the solution, but That actually would fix it. Well, unless some of the weapons could be like so broken that even level 60 weapons will still suck in comparison. That's a different story.
Unauthorized personnel detected in the operation.
But you don't need to like remove it, delete it, nerf it, just buff other things.
All personnel defend the mainframe and secure the area. Mainframe
No, you don't see me get out.
75%. Mainframe integrity at 15%.
Break everything.
Assembling reinforcements. Mainframe integrity at 25%. Mainframe integrity compromised.
Good.
Aborting security protocol. Engineering team report to the operations center for immediate repairs.
Yeah, a whole bunch of this stuff you just skip. You have the struts, I just skip that. I changed the team goal, by the way, Flinker. Whenever you have time. You can also launch some nukes, or you can do something else. Go do something else. Cannot really more. No, not rushing to get more XP and everything. I did change. Oh, okay, I see. Told them. Well, I told you we were gonna have some bugs, so there it is. There it is. The team goal is changed, but you don't see it. Yantaris, hello. How we doing, man? There you have it. Some classic Toad there.
Warning, warning. Unauthorized tampering detected in the
I mean,
facility's
sure,
mainframe.
Flaker.
Security teams to the storage area.
Could do a
Repeat,
couple.
Security teams to the storage area. Security incident in the storage area.
Could do a couple before I go. You went too good. I see, I see. Happens, happens. Yeah, doesn't sound too bad at least. Sometimes you're gonna have some hangovers and everything, you know. At least it was fun before. Just borrowed a little bit of happiness from today's you to the yesterday's you. Hey Guaco, Happy New Year, man. Had a Merry Christmas. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that wasn't that long ago. Not to mention our Christmas is still ahead. Gonna be on 7th of January here, so you know. Technically, it does work. How's it going, Guaco? Back home already? Still on your vacation in the Mooselands. Alright, get all this shit in.
Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Alright, done. Until Saturday, I see, I see. Oh, that's still a decent amount of time. That's good, huh? Enjoy, enjoy.
Hostiles may be in area. Non-combatants are advised to seek secure location until...
Hate this part.
Additional security required.
That might work. Just get rid of assaultrons, the rest is kind of whatever. Like you lose your stealth when you deal with the terminals.
Standing down.
This is going to hurt you a lot more than me.
Alright. Until Saturday, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And had some good New Year's celebrations. Had some good New Year's.
Control room active. All stations standing by. Proceed to the launch control terminal to initiate the launch prep sequence.
Alright, let's get the launch going.
Launch prep sequence initiated. All personnel take your stations. All personnel to stations. Assembling launch crew chiefs.
Kuber? What's Kuber about them?
Proceeding to station. Unsanctioned launch in progress. Security teams to...
That was nice, the reason was nice, yeah. It was kind of like the Molo one. Just me and my friend drinking some beer, eating some food. Tomorrow's gonna be gathering with all the friends. It's hard to gather people for New Year's when you're above 30. Even though actually not usually the family is the problem. In our case, it's like, you know, some people ran from the country. Some people are working. So yeah, New Year's is hard to gather people. Basically last New Year's we were 4 people. And one guy already was working. This New Year's, that guy works again. Another guy. Actually, I don't think he was working. I think he fucking dished us for girl. We should be fine if he told us. And one guy already ran away from the country, so... Yeah, it's harder to gather people nowadays. But at least outside of New Year's, it's fine. Like, tomorrow is gonna be good. Tomorrow is gonna be a bunch of people. So that is good. That is good. I mean, holiday's just starting here. So yeah, next week I'm gonna have like a bunch of day off, sadly. Gonna be a bit less of me next week. Still don't know why he ditched now. He didn't tell us. But I mean, that's the only option. Like, if that would be like work-related stuff, he probably would tell and would complain about it. If that would be some emergency or something, he probably also would tell. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines. Yeah, gonna be a little less me. Well, not super much though. It's gonna be like 3 days off next week, basically. We'll see, maybe more. Probably not, though. Because he wants us to go to the countryside house, and that's like 2 days also gonna be spent. So I kinda doubt it, but we'll see.
All personnel, Chief Guidance Officer, active. Chief Targeting Officer.
I could kinda use a little bit of a reducer though, and the reset. But not sure if it's gonna be that much. Gonna update. It's like tomorrow, day after tomorrow for now, off. But then again, like pretty much all the rest of the January probably gonna be just streaming with some evening streams on my YouTube alt and everything, because yeah, might be time for another wave of mobilization, so we're just all gonna be sitting home, not going anywhere.
constructing additional security units.
For the time being.
Launch prep at 50%.
After the holidays are over. There are rumors even before holiday, but we'll see. I kind of doubt they will. Kind of doubt they will, but you never know. Yeah, that's the rumor currently. That's the rumor, but that's still holidays. I kind of doubt it. Kind of doubt it. Could be. Could be. I kind of doubt it though. Already barricading the door. I see. I see.
75%.
No, it's usually not that. Like it's not like at home. It's gonna be fine. If you go somewhere though, yeah, that might be. You might catch some invitations. So like last time we were just all sitting home basically, and that's it. The only scary thing only is like, you know, to actually like order some deliveries or something of groceries and everything, because you never know. Like you open the door to get the delivery, and there's someone like standing somewhere outside of your vision, waiting, and then boom, they deliver you the magic paper. It's already kind of more of a PPG stuff, but I mean, I heard stories like this. Heard the stories like that before. It's outdoors if they think you're 70. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna stop them really. The thing is, it's always like, you know, different.
Keycard accepted. Keypad access.
Different. How do you say? Authorities working on that, right? Like there is a whole like chain of things involved. So there is, for example, like the regular police officer or something. He doesn't give a shit about you. Like if you are like, you know, healthy, unhealthy, old, young, whatever, they don't care. They just have like, you know, they have a number they need to make. They have a goal. Some target number they need to kind of give the sub-buenos to the papers. So they don't care. They're just gonna, whoever they manage to get, they're gonna give those papers. Like it's not their problem. Their goal is to basically send you to the special facility already, and that's then already their problem. There, you're already gonna try to like prove something and everything. But that's not their problem. They did their job. They got their check mark there. They good. So that's mainly the problem. A boy or girl. Well, they don't get the girls on the streets. But technically, there is a lot of like a lot of medical personnel actually. They are also on what's the name, kind of like registered in the military stuff, because they also might be mobilized to be, you know, the field medics and everything. So yeah, that could be girls could be getting in that stuff too. They just don't really catch them on the streets. I think it's mostly nowadays they already like there's cameras and stuff everywhere, and there's just a bunch of people, a bunch of police officers with tablets who connected to the database, and as soon as, you know, camera sees the face that's being recognized, then as someone who's kind of like, you know, fitting for the criteria, they just gonna stop you there and everything. That's why like in Metro you don't want to go whatsoever. Yeah, there is, yeah. Which is kind of bad, because now they got my fresh photo from the international passport. Because before that, the photo they had, the freshest one was probably from like 10 years ago. Now they got something more fresh from me. So yeah, it's better not to go anywhere whatsoever. Because even apartment blocks have those cams and everything on the entrances usually. But like Metro, apparently from what I heard, is like the shittiest place. It's a verbal claw, yeah. Well, I mean, it's winter now, so at least, you know, you can just like cover your part of your face with like the scarf or something. And the fake Santa beard, yeah. Yeah, metro station, this kind of stuff. Yeah, thankfully, like, don't really, like, need anything. As long as I can, like, you know, peacefully order some groceries, I'll be fine. But even if not, then I already, like, you know, I live here long enough. I already have, like, the storage of everything for, like, a month or two, probably, without any refills. I'll be fine. That's the others, I see. Just packaging people at the bus station, I see. Yeah, that shit is ridiculous, dude. That shit is actually ridiculous. Not in a good way. Alright, I should be able to survive. Seems like. So we're going melee. Should roll through that probably. Yeah. Like the data wasn't updated that fast, so they caught him again and sent him back. Well, they're working on that, on those systems now, which is actually also the scary part too. That there's gonna be a lot of like overlap now on the databases and everything. So like the tax databases, postal databases, all that stuff will be all getting like connected with the military one. So they'll be able to like easily, you know, find whoever they need to find and to know, you know, who is fitting and who is not. Thing is, I'm not. So if they actualize the database well, I don't really care. But the problem is, again, I live here long enough to know that they never do things well. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, you shouldn't even like try to rely on that for sure. Like, they maybe not gonna, like, you know, go to my, like, I don't even live where I am registered, right? So they're not gonna get me there, but, like, at least they didn't even go there. So at least they know that I am not fitting, so they're not going particularly for me. But yeah, if you get caught on the street still, you at least will need to go to them, and when you go to them, that's gonna be already, like, the problem is, like, when you're 18, and you're getting conscripted as everyone, right? April launchers, hello. Happy New Year to you too. How are you doing? When you're 18 and you go into the conscription, like, commission, then they check you. They check your health and everything, right? They don't want, like, they don't need you if you're not healthy there, basically, right? So you go there. You still need to have some sort of, what's the name, like papers that you have some issues, not just out of the blue. But then at least they gonna send you to the proper medical examination and stuff. And now it's kind of like different approach. So now it's you who's supposed to prove that you are not healthy enough for that. So like if you don't have any like papers and everything on you that are kind of fresh and everything, that you are not fitting, then well, they don't care. They're not gonna be checking anything. You don't have papers, then you're healthy, dude. And yeah, I might be like not in the best shape and condition, but I don't have anything that would be kind of like probably too bad, especially since the requirements for your like pretty much what was enough for me not to go at conscription is already not enough to not go for mobilization. Like there's like different grades, and there's like grade 1 is if you go like professional contract service. Then they need you to be like, you know, super healthy. There is really strict requirements. If it's conscription, then it's like the second column. The second column is already like less strict requirements, for example. And when it's like mobilization and stuff, then it's the third column, and then it's kind of like, yeah, you have, you know, you have arms, you have legs, at least one finger and one eye. That's good enough, bro. Let's go. See, it's just better not to even get there. Hope it's not gonna happen. Yeah, hopefully. I think one more wave at least is gonna be sitting home. And then after that we'll see. Like my friend has now said, like a few months. So you can see how his situation with work and everything will go. And I mean, I also gonna try to like, you know, pump more and everything. Like with all this like YouTube expansion and everything. Plan to also go with my main YouTube channel and stuff too more. And other thing is and then yeah, probably gonna join our friend who already moved. He's enjoying it there. Like he's actually like changed instantly. Like past months, well in general since February, right? Like he was quite depressed, and after 21st of September he was like completely gone. Like I literally was like talking with the dude, and he was like, dude, like if they come for me, I just gonna jump out of the window. Like fuck that shit, I had enough. Like he was already like not in the best state of mind, let's put it that way. And as soon as he just like moved, now he's like, you know, joking. Now he's like all good. He's like hanging out with peeps, with whom together he rents stuff. Pretty good. Yeah, Amazon. Hello, happy New Year to you too, man. How are you doing? So we'll see, and if shit will be good, I'm gonna probably also piece the fuck out then. Shield eventually is gonna be needed anyway.
Find the cutout to stick up, find the safe to crack. Just find the goods and get them back to the wagon. I'm the chicken. Doggone degenerate.
Get some of these. There we go. Oh yeah, it's all gonna be alright, AM. We shall be fucking all over soon, but no. The university? Nah, university not gonna be doing that. I mean, you have even like the delay, you're not even gonna be, well, you can't even be. You can't sweep the door, sent anywhere if you're studying, so you should be fine. You'll be fine. Right after you're done studying, though, they like giving you nowadays. Like my brother basically just got Subpoena right in the university.
You got that goopy gold garment real good. A bonus well earned. Wait! Amazing job! You got quite the haul. Oh no, a cavalry leader. Y'all better stop from shooting up the wagon. Oh, that'll pop.
See, I don't think they're gonna do that, but they 29 заочник. You got военный билет already though? Заочка doesn't really give you the... Actually, I'm not sure about mobilization though. Doesn't give you the... I'm not sure if the заочная gives you mobilization freedom. I didn't say, okay. Because from conscription, заочная doesn't give you any. The GL free card. I'm not sure about conscription either. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do. Is it some private university or is it the governmental one? On the day and evening, okay, I see.
He's got his eye on the wagon.
Because if it's private, they might not give a shit, really. If it's a governmental one, they actually might just give you, yeah, like the governmental one. They could be just giving, if they have the, usually it's called like военно-учетный стол. If they have that stuff, then they can just give you the paper, so you go to bankomat for, like, you know, how they call it, like actualization of information, basically, about you. MQ.
I like your face.
Someone taking over, well, someone will need to take over. The problem is, will it be someone good? Will it be someone new, or will it be someone from the same circle? That's the problem, and that no one knows. I'm pretty sure they already have the scenarios like this, you know, covered. It's all very complicated topic. Which, yeah, no idea. No idea. I'm pretty sure like a lot of scenarios are already accounted for whatever happens with whoever. Come on, turn the stuff in. We're just standing there, right? Why can't they turn in the broken one? To fix it first, I guess. Don't want to. Well, actually, it could be probably kind of cheap to fix, though. Let me see. Just to some level. Let me check. Oh, wait. Maybe I go.
Today might be your lucky day. Why not give the Nuka-Kid a go?
There's the weapon one. Let's see. Alright, repair, workbench, wood, steel, and adhesive. Is it really? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not gonna. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a shit fest.
Welcome to Nuka-World.
And would it be worse?
Would you like a balloon?
I mean, from the perspective of, you know, stability and everything, it will be worse. Will it be worse per se? I think it will be better, but not for everyone. Not in all senses. But it's inevitable, you know. No one is eternal. One way or another will happen. It's better if it happens, you know, kind of naturally and slowly. But that's not gonna happen, probably. It depends who takes over, though. It depends who takes over, though. But yeah, there's like no good way out, that's for sure. That's for sure. In any way, in any direction, there is no W. It's just different sizes of L. There is no way to get any W's there. Alright, Flanker gonna launch one too. So he's doing some. We're gonna get another new go in. Goes to the end. We'll see if it'll be actual end though. Even the actual end of the active action is not exactly the end of a whole thing. Damn, Zakmak feels blood, man. He would even want to take over the reputation, kinda ruined. Reputation is ruined for, like, it's not. It's not. It's ruined currently, in current events, and with current people in charge. It's kind of the same as what you'd say, you know, like after Hitler, everyone, like, you know, in charge of Germany is like reputation ruined. No, of course not. People are not that dumb. They understand that, you know, times change, people changes.
Did you hear about the Sim theme park? No. Me neither.
They have never made more profits than now. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Kinda. I wouldn't envy someone who will take over, because that will be such a fiesta to... people are that dumb? No, not really. I mean, look at the situations with like other countries that had like not the best history back in the day. It's fine. People are not that dumb, They actually aren't. Well, I mean, obviously there will be some like random John or like, I don't know, someone else sitting somewhere who will be PPG enough, sure, but who gives a fuck about him? It's all about the general picture, the leaders of the other countries and everything. And if there will be change, there will be some new people in charge, and there will be some new winds of change and everything, it'll be fine. Another nuke coming. So yeah, like an average person is that dumb, but no one cares about the average person. No, totally wouldn't envy though someone who will need to take over, because yeah, you will need to sort out a lot of shit. Crazy amount of it, and there's no way to sort it out in a good way. And the one who comes after and will actually try to change something, and not someone who comes after who will just continue the same line, The one who will actually tries to change things, ooh, that's gonna be really bad for them. That's gonna be someone who's gonna, you know, take it for the team, basically. Really hard. I just don't solve anything. Yeah, well, I mean, that's gonna be if there will be someone who will continue the line. Yeah, they're just gonna, you know, keep doing the same shit. Problem is, even like doing the same shit, it still kinda leads you to more shit. And then eventually there will be someone who will need to dig through all this stuff. And if this change from someone who continues the line and someone who will be changing things, if that change will be not through like, you know, just casual, peaceful, like, you know, election or something, which here I doubt it ever will. But through some sort of like, you know, like, not the revolution, but some sort of like, I don't know, like weird situation, basically. That's gonna be crazy, dude. Shit's gonna go down. All the republics, everything that are part of the Federation. Oof. Yeah. Probably don't want to be around when that happens. Tell you that. Tell you that. No carry weight stuff here. Agility, alright. Wait, that's mine. Who can idiot you, man? The others need to change. Well, that's one of the cases, like, you know, if everyone around you smells like shit, then maybe you shut yourself, you know. That's pretty much it. Yeah, no, it works one way. You need two to play the game. To be compromised, yep, there should be. There should be. But maybe it's time to take this stuff already. Like, I'm not sure if I will need any of this really, because I already have a bunch in my the pay to win box. Whatever then. Actually, fluxes, I guess some of them I could keep for now. Like, I would agree absolutely, right, that maybe others also need to, well, I mean, there's always needs to be change, for sure. Everyone can do better. But the problem is, it's like, it's obvious, it's objectively, like, a lot of broken stuff. Because others shut your pants too? Well, if you look at from the perspective, like, it's not even like about this situation. Like this current situation, yes, absolutely. There's a lot more going on, not only on one side, sure. But I'm talking like in general. Like things here for a long while are not going that crazy good, from many perspectives, I mean, dude, they're like people like nowadays in schools they added like extra class every week, extra hour of time with talking about, you know, the country and everything, and the teachers are, you know, molding, because when it's like some small town or village and kids sit there, and when it's like in the winter plus 11 degrees Celsius in the class with one textbook per table, and they need to learn how great, you know, everything is. Like, dude, come on, man. I'm talking more from that perspective. There's too many issues. Not the current situation, but too many internal issues. Let's put it that way. Brewing for a long time. That you need to solve. After that, you already deal with all this like superpower, multi-polarized world and stuff. Like right now, you're just kind of like playing cool kid, brave dude with no pants, you know. If you would have pants on and everything would be good on the backside, you know, then yeah, you can try to flex or something. Then it's already a different question. Who's wrong, who's right? But when everything is shit on the back door...
Attention, citizens.
Then it's a bigger problem.
Please exit the area at
Anyone
your
and
earliest
everyone's
convenience.
welcome. Except cowboys.
Thank you
We got
for
enough
your
of them over at
cooperation.
Alright, another nuke, another boss. Let's do it. So your ages of school, I see what there is, I say. Yeah, like a lot of people, like, you know, living in the big towns and everything, they have no idea what's happening. Or like you need to write an essay about like which parks you have in your city. Which parks, dude? Which city? It's a fucking village. You're lucky if you have a store there. Which fucking park? Which museum, dude? Yes, yeah, there is. I see. Oh, depends. Apparently, in some places, still is. In some places, still is. That's what makes me mold the most. When you try to play all this like global important shit, but in fact, you know, half of the country still goes in the outhouse to take a dump. Alright, there it goes. Another one. Damn, Zach Magdam. The scripted loss. The AI really needed to win that one. Or you not to win that one. They got you. They got you. That's the only option that gets -40 in winter? Not really. I mean, tell that to like Norway, Finland, North Sweden or something. Not super unique to that climates and everything. I think the -40, yeah, pretty sure. The northern parts, like Sweden and like Finland, I think, easily gonna get. And I mean, I'm talking like even not about -40. Talk about even like, you know, the Krasnodarski Krai when there is like, you know, +40 and everything. And there's the same old there too. There's like constant copium here all the time. Blame all the problems on the climate. They love that. They love that. It happens way too often. Alright, this one, like nothing changed, but now it's gonna be one-shot galore. Potentially. I think this one I'm gonna stay out a little bit. Let's see what this is. Scared of Subber now, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that could be quite something. Do you have AC at least or something? I feel like nowadays AC is not a luxury anymore. That's a necessity. To stay comfy in summers quite often. Stay away as well as possible. Yeah, Nubis, I mean, that's also kind of smart to try to arrange it now, because closer to summer, there's probably going to be a lot of people who also will go for it. Then it's just going to be expensive and harder to get. So that might be a smart idea to get one. It might be cheaper and easier now, at least. Still alive. Suffering the damages though. Go in there. The seasonal stuff, all seasons, yeah, exactly. You know it, you know it. Alright, this one will be annoying because I can't really get far enough. I'm gonna be ending the quest. Alright, not here though, but I think it's gonna reach me still. Let's see. Yeah, well, I dodged this one at least. If I stay here somewhere. No, still too close, I feel. Yeah. Well, at least that didn't one shot, that's good. When he moves that way, then it'll be fine. I still don't get the damage stuff. It's like one run you go, doesn't one shot you, another run you go with one shots, you like, come on, dude. Come on. jump so high the toad doesn't believe you. And the rubber bands you back. Oh, come on. Come on me with this one. Alright. This is still a refresh, I guess, my contribution. Whatever. One legendary less. Unlucky, unlucky. Alright, that's good, huh? Thank you, Flanker, for the nuke. I go trade that shit. And then I can go grab some food, damn. About time. Oh, nice. Classic. A chain. Nice. Had that before, I remember. Good job, Toda. Classic. Something did not load. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Thank you, Flanker. That was good stuff. Alright.